Well, here we go again. It's another week. I'm on my way back into work for another week of night shift. Just on the way, I was watching the McLaren 2021 launch. Daniel and Lando showing off the MCL 35M. Started watching it at home on my TV, but then like halfway through, it was time to leave, which was before the car showed up. So I pulled out the iPhone, put on my Solo Pros, and I was walking along, riding the bus, watching along with that, and it finished up right before the bus got here. So all good. Car looks cool. I noticed the Coca-Cola logo looked bigger. It was kind of nice on the side there. Yeah, livery looks cool. Car looks good. Daniel and Lando. Yeah, look, imagine my face mask on, the McLaren face mask on. So, cool way to start the week. It's another week of night shift, so who knows if it'll be that exciting, but see what goes on, and yeah, welcome to another vlog. It's Tuesday night now. In fact, it's very, very nearly Wednesday. Nothing's happening. So it's Wednesday evening now, and there's still very little going on this week. It's proving to be a very, 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 very quiet week, all things considered. My Apple Watch told me I needed to stand up and move around for a minute, and so I'm doing that right now. But yeah, not much going on. They're making a Paddington 3. That's good. Everyone's looking forward to that, I'm sure. I know I am. That just came out in like the past half an hour, I think. Oh, there you go. There's the minute. But yeah, no. Hasn't really been much to shoot this this first half of the week so far. There's not any like photogenic weather like the snow or anything, and I'm just coming in and out of work. Caught the last vlog this morning. Maybe something will happen. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what goes on. Anyway, back to assessing this movie. Okay, now we're talking. We had a Nintendo Direct, so some cool stuff came out of that. They showed Apex Legends on the Switch, which also we already knew about, but you know, it's kind of cool that's coming. I don't know if they were the trailer they showed, was it off running on the Switch? It looked kind of good, which makes me think it probably wasn't the Switch version. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited to get my hands on that on the Switch. Seems like a good place to play that. But there was some new stuff too. I guess they're porting some old like detective mystery games from the Famicom to the Switch, and they're bringing them to the West for the first time. So I think they've never been released outside of Japan before. I don't know much about them. They may have been exclusive to the disc system even. I don't know. I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments, even though I didn't say they were. But yeah, my reaction was that it looks like Nintendo wants in on that sweet Ace Attorney money, because similar appeal, obviously, with it being investigating murders, but also just the visual style they've gone for with the remakes is very reminiscent of the Ace Attorney games. But I like those games, so I'm cool with that. So yeah, those look interesting. There was also this previously announced game, I think from it's an EA Partners, or what do they call it? EA Originals. One of the games from like an indie developer that EA publishes. Knockout City, I think it's called, which looks like a competitive team-based like dodgeball game online. I'm a big fan of future sports video games. I used to play Bombing Run in Unreal Tournament 2004 back in the day a lot.
So I could get into that. Could be a fun thing to do on the Switch. The other thing around then that I was pretty into in the announcement was there's a new Star Wars game. So this new non-EA exclusivity of the Star Wars licenses. It's already paying dividends, coming this year. I think it's also on iOS and Android, and it's from Zynga, which is a bit weird. But it's a competitive third-person shooter called Star Wars Hunters. It looks like you play as a group of bounty hunters and a stormtrooper, and it's an online arena shooter by the looks of it. They didn't show any gameplay, I don't think, and with it having a mobile version and being from Zynga, there's some question marks, but I'm intrigued by the prospect of a new third-person shooter in the Star Wars universe on the Switch. It got my attention, for sure. Hopefully there's nothing weird with the gameplay loop based on the fact that it's also on mobile. There shouldn't really be these days because, I mean, you've got, obviously, PUBG, Fortnite, Call of Duty even, playing on mobile platforms, and they, from what I know, pretty much just play like the games elsewhere. They have things, obviously things like where if you're playing with touch controls, there's that auto shoot thing where all you have to do is line up the aim and it'll shoot for you, I think is an option. Which, I mean, if that's in the, for the touchscreen players or whatever, that's fine. It's just as long as the actual gameplay loop of what you're doing is not weirded out in some way. There are there's some EA Star Wars game, I think, on mobile that's like an action game, but it's got some bizarre control changes to accommodate that. So hopefully it's a fairly straightforward action shooter arena game on the Switch, and I'll be into that because it's Star Wars and it's a cool third-person shooter on the Switch. I like that. There was some other stuff in the presentation that's, mainly appeals to other people. Mario Golf is back. That's interesting. I almost didn't realize it had been away, but hey, that's cool. Mario sports games are fun. They're porting Zelda Skyward Sword for some reason. But Miitopia, of all things? Are there even Miis on the Switch? I don't really remember interacting with Miis on the Switch. But hey, whatever. People like that stuff. So yeah, no, that was a cool presentation. Looking forward to some of those games, and most of the stuff I'm looking forward to is this year, so not too long to wait. Good times. It's like 22 degrees in here according to the thermostat. But for some reason, my hands are like, well, hang on, I'll show you. I've resorted to wearing my gloves because my hands are like absolutely freezing. I don't know why. The thermostat isn't broken. I'm pretty sure it is actually around 22 degrees, like it says. But my hands, specifically my hands and my arms, freezing. What gives? Luckily, I had my glasses on, so here they are. Anyway, that's what's going on. How are you? Leave a comment below. Why do we always say below? People know where the comment box is. In fact, if you're watching this on our TV, there is no comment box. So, yeah. Food for thought, YouTubers. Food for thought. Gave me some free popcorn. Yes, one of. I have two phones, okay? Sue me. There they are. Two phones. But one of them, Voxy, which is a division of Vodafone, gave me some free popcorn. Fancy gourmet popcorn, which I have here. We've got white chocolate and raspberry, and milk chocolate, which is salted caramel popcorn. So the white chocolate, it's a white chocolate cup, raspberry popcorn, and the other one, it's a milk chocolate cup with salted caramel popcorn. So I'll get these opened up, and then let's taste them. Let's see how they go. So as you can see, these are from Joe and Seth's gourmet popcorn makers. Here's a look inside at the white chocolate and raspberry, and there's the milk chocolate and salted caramel. So here's one of the raspberry and white chocolate, and I guess I'll taste it. That's pretty good. Obviously it's mostly white chocolate taste, but white chocolate's good. But yeah, there's you feel the little bite from the raspberry. That's pretty good. Let's try the milk chocolate and salted caramel. Interesting. That's quite a dark milk chocolate. By taste, it doesn't look that dark. It just look, I guess maybe in the right light you can see. It's, it does describe it as indulgent milk chocolate on the packet, which I guess is probably their way of indicating that it's slightly darker than you might expect. Of course, in the gourmet world, dark chocolate is all the rage. So even the milk chocolate, I assume they want it to be closer to being dark. But it's good. It's milk chocolate. It's not fully dark chocolate. It's a little bit more bitter than milk chocolate tends to be. You can have to taste the flavoring on the popcorn more in that one. That's definitely salted caramel. Whereas the raspberry on the white chocolate and raspberry is maybe more of a hint. I think I prefer the white chocolate and raspberry. Just purely because possibly just because it seems a bit more novel. Obviously, milk chocolate and popcorn is not that unusual. I wouldn't say I've had it, regularly, but I've definitely seen chocolate popcorn quite a lot. Whereas the raspberry flavoring and the white chocolate, the other one, a little bit more unique. But yeah, I mean, they're both good. It's good stuff. I got these 2 packets for free, but looking at the website, Joe and Seth's seems quite reasonably priced for decent quality stuff from an independent creator, so that's pretty good. And I'm just gonna snack out on some popcorn on my break now. Try and stop me. Try and stop me. I'm doing my Apple Watch suggested get up and move around again. It's Friday. I was gonna show you my fish and chips because it's Friday. Fish and chips Friday. It's the law. I've been planning to have fish and chips for dinner here at work all week. But when I got here, they'd run out of fish. So that didn't happen. And I had chicken instead. And I could have showed you that, but I mean, that wouldn't really be Fish and Chip Friday. There we go. That's the minute. Did get some good news today. I don't know. So, more than 3 months ago, my Xbox Series X got shipped to the wrong address because Currys don't let you change the address after you've made the order. And when I made my order, I didn't realize that for some reason the previous time I'd ordered something from them, which was being shipped to my parents' house, that it inexplicably changed my default shipping address when I did that, which I didn't tell it to do, but it did anyway. Anyway, my Xbox originally shipped to them, and so then I had to pay UPS to get it shipped on to me, and UPS lost it. So for the past several months I've been just going around and around and around with trying to get that sorted. But today, the Parcels to Go, the service I booked the shipping through, approved my loss claim at long last. So they're transferring the money to me to buy a new one. So once that comes through and I can find stock, I can replace the Xbox that UPS lost and try and catch up on all the stuff I was going to do with it. I should really pay more attention because I just did 2 minutes talking to the camera and realized it was it was in hyperlapse still from those last things I did, and so it only lasted like 10 seconds in practice, and you couldn't hear me because it was a hyperlapse and not a video. Adoy. Anyway, I got my latest LAMP COVID test result back, is what I was saying. And it's negative. Again. So that's good. I had to switch to a different mask, though. I got this Renault F1 mask on instead of my McLaren mask because I found out today that apparently UMask, who were making all those masks for the F1 teams that they were wearing and selling, like my McLaren one, not like this Renault one, the one they've sold was of a different make, but those UMasks apparently don't work. I think they've been withdrawn from the Italian market or something where they're made, because I'm not entirely sure. It looked like it turned out that the lab or something that they'd used to say, you know, this is the level of effectiveness wasn't actually certified or something, and more recent testing is they don't really work very well at all. And they were expensive, so that sucks. So yeah, I'm using my more basic Renault one now because it's like there's no point wearing the McLaren one, it's not doing anything. So I'll need to get a more robust replacement at some point that actually works. So that's annoying, but hey. Seems like a lot of people got scammed. What a nice thing to do in a global health scare. Oh, and another thing. The dinner thing happened again. Second night in a row, I went to the staff thing to get dinner, and the menu option that I was going to order had run out before I got there. What are the chances of that happening like twice in a row like that? It's kind of funny. It's annoying, but it's kind of funny happening the exact same thing. I'm like, oh, I'm convinced it's gonna happen again tomorrow too. Like whatever, like I'll go there and whatever I want tomorrow will not be as well. I'm wondering if I should maybe like say out loud when I see the menu that I want the other thing, another thing that's on there tomorrow, and then see if that's run out. And they go, "Ha ha! I tricked you, universe. They actually wanted this other thing." The universe can probably read my mind, so that probably wouldn't work. But I don't know. Maybe I'm God. Oh, hey, look, that was fast. I got a new mask. Haha. Yeah, they have they had masks in one of our vending machines here. So this was £3. This is a 2-layer mask from a British company called Delphis or Delphis. I don't know. Anyway, it's got adjustable ear hooks and a nose wire for adjustments. So I guess this will work. I had tried to buy one of these previously, but the vending machine took my money and then didn't give me the mask, so I was reluctant to try it again. But I was like, well, since my McLaren one's busted, I guess I might as well see if I can get one of these. £3, not bad. Yeah, this should work. Does the job. Stays on my nose. Can't complain. I had dinner at home today, so it didn't matter.
And that'll do it. Last night shift done. The 2 week-long stints of night shifts in February done. So I had the week off. Not a lot to show this week, as we talked about some stuff, but yeah, not a lot to see. That's kind of what happens when you spend an entire week in an office at night during a lockdown. But you know, I just talked about a little stuff, some news, good news about my Xbox. Package protection payment is coming through, so I'm eyeing up my bank account and getting ready to join the hordes of people trying to find stock of Xboxes to buy. So I'll be doing that in the coming week, hopefully. Get out and do some walks finally, like I was planning to do last week. It does seem like it'll be warmer, so we'll get to do a little wandering. That'll be fancy. And I'm gonna hop on some more gaming. I have more Destiny 2 to play. There's a demo of the new game Outriders coming out, so I'll probably check that out. And I'm thinking about getting a cheap copy of Borderlands 3. So yeah, this was a quiet week working, and then the coming week should be a fun week off, so stay tuned for that. That'll be in the next vlog. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Hit that like button down below so the YouTube algorithm will do good things, or you know, just because you're feeling nice. And I'll see you all next time.
It's a 3-pronged attack. Subliminal, liminal, and superliminal.
Superliminal?
I'll show you. Hey, you!
Like and subscribe!
Yeah, all right.
I'm in.